Well, hello everybody. This is Micah from the drumroll. You guessed it, the Ian and Micah show. I put the Micah in the Ian and Micah show. Although some people often get Ian and I confused, it's very strange. I laugh at them. No, I'm just kidding. What we're trying to do is give a bio on who we are, because we have all these shows, right? I mean, we're talking about like deep political stuff. We have definitely like serious topics at issue, and we know the perspective of the guests more than we know the perspective of the hosts, of Ian and I. So we want to take a little time to kind of introduce ourselves and, you know, who we are, where we come from, what our angles are, stuff like that. As you can see in the background, wait, this way, I got my Colorado flag there. I am a proud Coloradoan. You see, I think my political ideologies were formulated from what my mom calls Colorado values. The Centennial State is unique for so many reasons. Most recently, can anybody guess it? First person to guess it wins. That's right, marijuana. The state of Colorado, passed the recreational use of marijuana for adults 21 and older. Now, Colorado has had a history of being the first state to do something. The gold rush, right? Comes out to Colorado. Abortion was first legalized in Colorado. I think there's something to the altitude. I don't know. It must be the altitude. Colorado, and here's a cool fact for you guys. Colorado has, the lowest point in our state, lowest point, is higher than the lowest point in any other state. You could say we're all high. Sorry. I had to, I'm sorry. I'm 27, I'm a Roman Catholic, I'm born and bred here in Colorado. I'll probably travel soon. I got a feeling. You ever get those feelings you're like, something's coming. But the reason I got into podcasting is because I'm a political science graduate. I graduated from the University of Colorado system here in Colorado Springs, and I had some wonderful professors. Former mayor was a professor, Mary Lou Makepeace, and really influenced a lot of what I currently do. I'm a CEO, I own my own company, it's Micah Incorporated, and I do political consulting and political project management. And I change tires. I'm a jack of all trades. I think anybody who is going to be an entrepreneur these days needs to wear many hats. And at this point, I'm like the cat in the hat. After college, I was a political science major, pre-law minor, worked at a law firm, and then I decided that I wanted to keep pursuing politics. Working for a national political consulting firm opened up many doors, including the gig I've had for the last almost 4 years now. It's geeky, so be prepared. Information. I track information. Now, if you think this is geeky, think of Bill Gates. because information rules the world, right? If you get the bad info, you're done. You get the right info, you're in. So what I do is I track I track people who are running for office. Suppose Ian is going to run against me, which he never should, because he'll definitely lose. If he decides to make a horrible decision and run against me, then my boss, my client, would hire me to find all of the publicly available information, and aggregate it, make it all into a nice pretty little bundle, ship it off every week, and it gets published to a website. So I'm published every Thursday at patrickdavidsconsulting.com. It's based out of here in Colorado Springs, but we play all over the West. So we track different races and different candidates, different issue campaigns, a lot of right-to-life issues come up, and I also track the amount of money that politicians are receiving from the abortion industry. It's really interesting. It's big business. It's scary stuff. And working in this environment, there's not an election every weekend. So you have to be pretty creative, right? You have to always have 2 steps ahead. And I've been blessed to be campaign manager for a couple local politicians here, and getting my feet wet in that, and I hope to be president one day. Yeah, we're right. I will never be president. Don't ever vote for me if I do. I just realized like a tuft of my hair was popping up, and it kind of looked like the guy from the Little Rascals. So sorry, hold on. Let me just do this. My groomer was out today, so I had to dress myself. Just kidding. So I'm really blessed to come across the Ian and Micah show. I was on LinkedIn, where magic happens. Facebook is where everything goes down. Twitter is where everything floats around. And LinkedIn is where opportunities happen. At LinkedIn, I was asked, there was a post to have a political commentator on a TV show from London, England, for Express Different, and I applied, and I got it, and that opened up a door at ipmnation.com. After my interview with Express Different, they offered me my own show, and I said I'd rather do it with Ian. I think we're a great team. Really, I think we're a great team. We got a good balance, and that's been working out really well. Thumbs up if you agree. Thumbs up if you agree. I saw that. And that opened up a door in New Hampshire, where we're at IPM Nation, ipmnation.com. And our URL, this is our home base, right? This is where you can find all our information. ipmnation.com/Ian and Micah Show. I know, it's a difficult one. You might want to just write that one down. ipmnation.com/Ian and Micah Show. And that's great. Those guys are great. We're a family, you know? When you're working in the public eye, you gotta be careful of what you say. You don't want to step on the wrong toes for the wrong reasons, but sometimes you want to step on the wrong toes for the right reasons. And there's a fine line, and so I'm learning the difference between those two. Let me know if I've crossed over. Other exciting news are we are expanding from London to New Hampshire, obviously, where we have been for months, to Colorado Springs. Now, as you know, Ian is in New York. I'm in Colorado. which is why we use our format here. Cosmic Broadcasting has generously extended a contract opportunity, and we are still in the process of analyzing the contract. We want to make sure, because we're new at this, that all of our ducks are in a row. And who knows where this could go? This is really taking off very quickly. And I just personally want to thank all of you who are listening right now, and all of our guests who have been on here, all of the companies who have invested into us, given a risk, given two 20-something-year-olds permission to talk about politics and pop culture at the same time. I appreciate that, and I love and I appreciate all of you guys. I think you're wonderful people. I look forward to working with you guys more in the future. And one thing I would like to bring out is, from my point of view, I would like more interaction from you guys. Right? We have our chat. If you don't have our number, it's on our Facebook page. You can call in, or in fact we could call you, but you have to get in the chat room first. So tonight at 6 o'clock, Mountain Time, my time, 2 hours from now. How many hours? 2 hours from now. We're going to have Jack Martinez on. And we're going to be talking about the issue of, I think, the quarter. Depending on how big it gets the year. We don't know how much the government knows about us. If that doesn't violate the Fourth Amendment, nothing does. And I hope all of you are right now going to the top of your search bar and typing in the Fourth Amendment. This is about privacy. This is about Americans doing our job, doing our life. Government does not exist to violate our privacy, but to protect our privacy. We are the government, and any government that is tyrannical enough to listen to our cell phone without probable cause and has not produced one case of terrorism. There's not been one prevented terrorism act. Not one. The government that does that is worth rejecting. And I mean this very seriously, because, listen, America, 30% of you vote locally. If there's more than one candidate, 5% of you vote. There's a candidate here in Colorado Springs who won a district of 70,000 people with 5,000 votes. 5,000 votes! It was Thomas Hobbes who once said, I believe it was Hobbes, about the analogy of the Leviathan. The what? You're asking me? The Leviathan is a mythological, biblical creature, ancient creature, in which it devoured people. But it silently grew and killed its victims, essentially. At least that's how the metaphor goes with Hobbes. So the application in the United States is that we, as Americans, get so comfortable with our MTV, with our Domino's, with our food, with our essentials, with our health care, with our dogs, with our Wi-Fi. We forget the cost of privacy that takes. The cost right now for our comfort is illegal, and we all need to pay attention to this. It's wrong. They cannot do this. This is not our America. I don't mean to go on a rant here. Maybe I am because Ian's not here. But I want to emphasize the fact that this is really serious. This is really serious, you guys. I would encourage you all to not only know who your elected representative is, senator, representative, city councilman, up the ladder. Contact them all and ask them, how do they feel about this? I email my senator all the time. I'm sure he's bugged by me right now. I email them about bulletproof windshields. Why do we have glass? They always break. You know? Why doesn't Colorado have a recycling program like California and the rest of the country? Our federal republic is our federal republic. Please don't neglect it. Our freedom is real. Our freedom is real. Okay. Amen. That's my bio. Can you tell I get worked up on this? Alright, yeah, so I was talking about biography, right? The reason I got into politics initially, I was in middle school. I read a book. It was written by an old dude named Plato, and he taught me about anarchy and democracy and oligarchy and all the other political organizations. And I became obsessed with anarchy and punk rock. I am a major punk head. I love punk rock. I'm the biggest punker I know. I challenge every one of you, every single one of you. Give me one genre of music that has a political affiliation connected with it. And don't say country and Republicans, because that's not true at all. Alright? I challenge you to that. Punk rock is the only one. It's the most politically charged genre out there. Alright guys, God bless. I'll see you at 6 o'clock, alright? Peace. That's my sign off. I gotta get a new sign off. That was so dumb.